mama! Now the gator got in the house!
Now the gator? Give me that shovel! Come here!
Crawl stars Kaya Scodelario and Barry Pepper as a daughter and father in Florida who find themselves trapped underneath their house during a Category 5 hurricane. And to make matters worse, they're surrounded by predatory alligators that got swept in with the waves. So it's a fight for survival as they face off against the gators while struggling to keep their heads above the rising waters. When the trailer for Crawl dropped, I was interested. The biggest draw for me was Sam Raimi, who is the producer for the awesome horror flick Don't Breathe. However, I braced myself for the worst when the movie wasn't screened in advance for critics, which is usually a good indication that the makers have no confidence in their own movie. But to my pleasant surprise, it's not half bad. Think of it as Sharknado with a budget and at least half a brain. It has a constant sense of terror comparable to that of The Shallows with Blake Lively. You know that if someone moves even a foot in one direction, they're in danger. The first time a gator appears, you feel the need to press yourself back against your seat. And there are jump scares that are effective because they come at moments when you're not expecting them. This movie is crawling with suspense. It never feels like anyone is safe from death, and it got my heart pounding. And there's just enough characterization for you to root for these two to survive. Even when they're not in a heart-to-heart conversation and just trying to figure out an escape plan, the two leads are very believable as a father and daughter duo. Kaya Scodelario is a rising star. I liked her in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and in Crawl, she really shows what she can do. Now, I was taken out of the suspense once when the girl calls to some people outside, and for a few minutes, the focus turns to those people who are stealing an ATM from a convenience store. The contained scenario inside the crawl space created a consistent sense of claustrophobic unease, but it lost some of that by cutting away to those random people outside, just so we can see them become gator chow. While the movie messes with the implausible, it never gets outright ludicrous. It knows just how much disbelief you can put aside to enjoy it. There's only an occasional moment where I had to question the validity of something. There's a part where the daughter gets her arm chomped on while she's holding a gun, and so she fires directly down the gator's throat, probably hitting organs, but it's like 8 or 9 shots before it dies. I think that only would have taken 2 shots at most. And sadly, as thrilling as the movie is, the ending left me in a frustrating sense of dissatisfaction. The cut to the credits is so outrageously abrupt. There absolutely should have been a few extra minutes, partially because it needed a more flowing transition between the terror and the jovial song See Ya Later alligator that plays during the credits. But up until that unsatisfying conclusion, this is a taut creature feature that boasts terrific acting and some pretty good special effects. If you're in the mood for some quick, scary summer fun, it works. Although warning, if you live in Florida, it might do for you what Jaws did for beachgoers. I'll give Crawl a 67%. That's a wrap, thank you for watching, I hope you found this review helpful. Like and share, subscribe for more. This is Pop Culture, I'm Alex Pop.